Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Because Football podcast. This is your host, Coach Andrew. Today we have a very special guest from Abidjan in the Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. We have Mr. Jaures Drohgba, who will be visiting with us today. Jaures is a sports journalist in the Ivory Coast, the country that will soon be the host of the African Cup of Nations, or Le CAN in French. And so we want to welcome Monsieur Jaures. Thank you so much for visiting with us today.
Thanks a lot, and it's a pleasure for me to be here now. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to host you. And so I guess my first question, of course, the world knows that the Ivory Coast is a big football nation, very strong history. But for you personally, what is your first memory or your first experience of football?
So football is it has a religion here in Ivory Coast. We share a common passion with football here in Ivory Coast. When I was child or when I was adult, so I was played football when I was very young, and I share the same passion for the 30 millions of Ivorians who lives in our beautiful earth. So we share the same. Okay, our passion is common about football, and football. Ivorian football is the fifth. Okay, after Egypt and the Cameroon, we have Ghana come third, and after Ghana we have Nigeria come fourth, and Cote d'Ivoire come at the fifth place. That means we Cote d'Ivoire is the fifth greatest among football team in Africa. That's
Okay.
why football is one of our passions, the king sport here in Ivory Coast now.
Okay, great. And for most people in the Ivory Coast, when they experience football, what does it feel like for the people now to be the host of the AFCON tournament? You know, a country that is so passionate and that loves football. What is the feeling like right now in the streets, in the cities, as we're just a few days away from the beginning of the tournament?
That's why I was saying that after before your introduction, I was saying that we after our first AFCON, which welcomed in 1984. We are this is our second AFCON. That's where welcome. So we are very excited. Okay, is a fantastic moment that we are going to live and be passionate about football. We are waiting Africa for this AFCON. Every street when we walk in Abidjan streets, so people are dancing, are very happy. They are waiting a lot for this AFCON beginning, because I was saying that we are a people who love so much the national teams, les éléphants, because this team bring us many things that we can explain about Drogba, Yaya Toure era, Javinho. There's world class players. When they played in our national teams, they bring happiness, they bring successful, they bring many things during this period. We are two stars on our jersey, as we are gonna draw another jersey, the third one. That's
Yeah,
why
for the third star, right? So the Ivory Coast was already the champion of Africa two times already,
yes,
and
yes, two times.
do the people in the Ivory Coast, the Ivorians, do they feel confident that maybe this year is number three, or is the feeling that maybe the team is not as strong as the past? So some of the other bigger nations have a chance. Like, what is the confidence, the level of faith right now, in the streets?
Okay, so after the final squad, the 27 players called up when our national manager post or choose the 27
Right.
players. So we were very, it's true that we were very excited because it chose the best players, Ivorian players around the world. But one miss, okay, with Zaha. Zaha is
Zaha,
one of
yes.
the top players that's missed to this in this squad. But after that, we are ready. Okay, you watch it our victory against Sierra Leone. So the team is very strong, and people are waiting for this AFCON. All the streets in the villages, in this all the country are waiting for this AFCON. They are very happy, and we are hosting. They are welcoming teams now. Morocco's teams and Algerian's teams lands
Okay.
today. We are welcome the teams. That's
Great.
with a warm welcoming. That's means we are ready. Okay, this is our this AFCON is like the hospitality can. That's the names that our president like give us in order to deliver or to give the best AFCON organized ever in Africa.
Excellent. So, yeah, I wanted to ask you about the team, the squad selection. So, for me, as someone who mostly watches some of the Premier League, and of course, I read all the English media, right? So just in English. So it's I don't have as much information from your perspective, from the Ivorian perspective. So, in my opinion, Wilfried Zaha is probably the biggest profile star. Maybe you can say Haller, Sebastian Haller is also very high profile. But for me and for many people in the United States, in Europe who know the Premier League, they think, okay, Zaha, of course, now he's playing in Turkey, but he's a very high profile, a big star. So why was he not selected if he's maybe one of the biggest stars or the most known and recognizable player? What is everyone saying, and why was that decision made? Of course, you're not the coach, but why does everyone think that decision was made?
Okay, so when we asked the coach, he said us that it's about the behavior of the player. Okay, he said us that the players are is not united. Okay, he didn't so he not shared the the team spirit, the national
Okay.
team spirit. For example, I give it as example, players that at every gatherings he said that, oh, he cannot do that, he can't speak, he can't eat this meal, so every day he's hungry. It's true that it
Mm,
is a top player, okay, he's top player, but this is not a club. This is a national team, and
right.
according to the national teams, we must be here. We are not here to judge things. Our hotel is not class. Why I sleep with a player in my bedroom.
Hmm.
Okay, many things. So we are not here to play because this AFCON, where all the Ivorians, 30 millions of Ivorians, they are watching. Okay, they are very very ready to support, and they don't want to have these players like that, this behavior.
Okay.
So that's why the coach didn't choose her in the squad. But
Okay.
me personally, I was very sad for him. And six, okay, on five three or four journalists was very, very sad about these things. But it's for the better, for the good things, for the good things for the squad.
Yeah, so of course, like, his talent is obvious and unquestionable, but at a time like this, when it's such a massive tournament, a massive opportunity, the team chemistry, the team connection is so important. So it sounds like that was the decision. When we talk about, you're saying this is the AFCON of hospitality, right? That the government, the leaders of the Ivory Coast want to share. So do you have a prediction, or maybe like what countries will be bringing many fans and supporters from around Africa? Typically, what countries bring the most supporters, and the most of their passion and their flavor to the host?
Okay, I give you five national teams. We have, for example, the borders countries. Okay, Burkina Faso. We have 4 millions. Okay, 4 millions of Burkina of people come from Burkina Faso live in Ivory Coast. 4 millions.
Okay. Okay.
After Burkina Faso, we have Mali. Mali, we have three of 2 millions of people who lives in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
After that,
Okay.
from Guinea teams, okay, we play the AFCON. So we have Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, and Ghana. Okay, they are coming with many supporters. Okay, about this, our borders countries. After that, we have Morocco. Okay, they are coming a lot. They're coming a lot. And Algeria. Do you imagine? So the government of Algeria will give a flight for
Really?
for thousand to
Wow.
5,000 supporters to come, okay, in order to support the team. So the team's supporters are here. They are coming a lot. So this AFCON is the better AFCON, the best AFCON of forever. So what that means, the best teams are there, the national teams are there, and the best players are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, why the supporters didn't or don't do some effort in order to support them? It will be very, very, very good and very fantastic with AFCON.
Great. Yeah. So I'm sure.
So, and
Yeah.
actually, we are Cote d'Ivoire fans, Cote d'Ivoire supporters. We are here.
Of course. So we see a lot of the orange of the Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, of course. Everyone will be wearing their orange shirts, and orange and white kits everywhere. And how about like the many people are saying that this AFCON, it would be the best organized, a lot of new stadiums that the government has invested in, many support services and a lot of security services to make it just the best ever. So can you share some of the efforts and some of the projects that the government of Cote d'Ivoire and the Football Association of Cote d'Ivoire have conducted to prepare for this massive tournament?
Okay, so the government did much effort, okay, many efforts. Like, for example, we are going to also the government gives $1 billion, okay,
Okay.
to
Wow.
to do these AFCONs. Okay, so about money, very high according to the past, to the last AFCONs. This is the most expensive. After that, we have 6 stadiums, most beautiful stadiums, okay, and international standards. Best stadiums, beautiful stadiums. The pitches are very, very grassy, very, very interesting, and very professional, very good. And for this AFCON, the government give around 20,000 about the armed forces in order to secure the AFCON. Security is very important, okay, to us or to organize the kind of competition, okay. According to Cameroon, last AFCON, around 10 or 15 thousand men to secure. But in Ivory Coast, we go higher. After that, we have the houses or the hotels. Okay, we have three and 5 stars hotels, great standards. Okay, that's welcome they're going to welcome the teams.
Right, okay. To be the base and the accommodation for teams, right?
Okay, the accommodations and the organization committee delivered some. That's mean the small cities. Okay, that's called that cité can. Okay, it's built essentially for teams. Okay, if you refuse, okay, the city cans, you can take your accommodation in some big hotels. Okay, you are your choice. Is your choice. And after that, we have 24 teams, national teams, and we have 24 that means training pitch.
Okay, so every country will have their own training base, their own
training pitch,
personal facility.
This is the first any organizations or country didn't do this kind of things. This is the first things. After that, what kind of things Cote d'Ivoire appeals, okay, naturally, people around the world. That's one of the things that we say this AFCON will be the best, okay, but because we are going to mobilize or to do many things. And another things to finish about the accreditation. 5,000 okay, accreditations received by the CAF.
So that's for the media, right? So they had 5,000 requests from different journalists, media outlets, different channels. Wow. Okay, that's it's going to be many eyes, a lot of attention on the tournament.
Because everyone, the journalists around the world will like come in Ivory Coast first to visit the country. After that, to enjoy the AFCON, because they will be like we saw that the chocolated AFCON. Okay, it will be very delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the best
chocolatey, you said chocolatey AFCON. Yeah, the official term, yes.
Chocolated AFCON.
Yeah.
That's why the government put much money in order to bring to serve the best AFCON never organized.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to experiencing that myself. So other than the AFCON, of course, I'm sure some of our watchers, our viewers, only know about football in Ivory Coast, right, or in Cote d'Ivoire. That's the only thing they know it for. What are some things that the world will learn about Cote d'Ivoire from this tournament? Of course, the hospitality, but what else will people learn about, and or should people know about your country, the Ivory Coast?
First, you have your guides, doc, and if you want, we can give you some tourist guides. Okay, that's okay. Lead you in order to discover our sandy beaches, and after that, to do your shoppings around Abidjan's malls. And after that, Korogo, okay, for Korogo in the west, okay, to visit the mountains of Ma, the waterfalls of Ma, in Yamoussoukro, the Basilica of Yamoussoukro, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
we are ready, okay.
yeah.
So the tourism ministry ready for this AFCON. All the ministries are concerned about the AFCONs. So we have many options. Okay, when you come, I would like to visit these things. Okay, we can lead you easily.
Great. And so for someone in your opinion, for someone who will visit the AFCON, what are the three most important things, that someone should experience or someone should see in the Cote d'Ivoire?
First things, when you can arrive at the airport, you're gonna feel the things that you didn't find anywhere. This is the hospitality. So hospitality first.
Okay.
After that, peace. After peace, we have we know how welcome warmly someone. And after that, Ivorians peoples are very blessed because because we welcome everyone, okay, all around the world. When you do that. For example, is your country. You are very free. You are very happy. And when you are sad, when you land, you are sad. When someone meets you and discuss with you, automatically you are happy.
Right.
This is the things that's my Europeans friends, when they came first time in Ivory Coast, they reported me that when I come first here, what things I say, what I saw about the experiences. This is the first things, the main things that you're gonna see.
And so of course the AFCON, the CAN will be a fantastic month or a few weeks of football. But how about the domestic football in the Ivory Coast? Can you tell us about some of the big clubs in the Ivory Coast, the strength of the league and the strength of the clubs in the African competitions? Of course, people know the players who are playing in Europe or playing in Asia, but can you tell us more about the domestic football in Cote d'Ivoire?
Okay, so our championship is ranked 13, 13. Okay, 13th in Africa. About the latest CAF ranking, club ranking, championship ranking. So our local football is not poor like that. It's not poor like that. We have two players. Okay, called up for the AFCON. And it's true that we have not the same level like in the past. I was saying that last time, after our best result, the CHAN, okay, Championnat d'Afrique des Nations, okay, who gathers the local players, okay, the AFCON for the local players.
So you have the AFCON, which is all eligible African players, the best of the best, whether they play in their country or abroad. But then the CHAN is a special competition, right, for the African countries, but only the roster only has players who play locally in the country, so they cannot use players outside, correct?
Yes. So we hand at our best result was the 2016 edition, okay, in Rwanda. We came third We come at the third place. We win the small final match. Okay, but our championship is growing, is growing, is growing. One reasons after these results, Canal Plus, okay, the French broadcasting channel, come to sign a contract in order to broadcast our championship. Till this day, till this assigned date, our championship is watched around the world. And in this step, so the recruiters come in Ivory Coast to recruit our best players. When they recruit our best players, what best players we are going to see in the stadium, or we are going to watch abroad our TV. That's why people now don't want to go to the stadium. The stadiums are not full like in the past. In the past, in the 90s or 80s years, the Ivorian football was in the top on the top three because Roger Milla played here.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
What? Yes. What kinds of players? Rashidi Yekini from Nigeria come here in Ivory Coast, played with a local team, a local club here. So our local championship was very good, but now the good players are transferred, and the public, the supporters, are not very motivated to go to the stadium. But okay, we are coming with our new president Idriss Diallo is doing some the championship, and let's wait.
So after all of the top players had left the league a few years ago, are we seeing now? Are you seeing in Cote d'Ivoire that a new generation is coming, or is the level stayed lower? And what is the league doing to help produce more young players to come and make the league stronger?
Okay, so we have Asek Mimosa, who is the garden, the beautiful garden of Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, football. This is our treasure because this is the best club. Okay, in Ivory Coast, which is the best club will give us the top players. Okay, after that we have some teams like Racing Club d'Abidjan. We
Okay.
have AFAD d'Abidjan, and we are also SOA. Okay, and the 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 another strongest teams, which is the most experienced teams after ASEC Mimosa. We have Africa Sport d'Abidjan, which this team played the second divisions. Okay, 5 years now,
Okay.
because this team is down. After that, so this ASEC Mimosa produce our top teams, but we can't we can't. It's very difficult. It's very difficult when we are one club who produce as good players. Okay, this we have many difficulties here in our in local football.
So could you share some of those difficulties in the youth football? Like maybe what are some of the challenges, for developing players?
So firstly, it's not football in Ivory Coast is not like in the past. Now you can to enter to the academies Mimosa form. Okay, who is the which is the ASEC Mimosa Academy, who form the the players. To enter over there, you must pay a lot of money. In Ivory Coast, the best players come from poorest families.
Right.
Okay, and when you are very poor, it's very difficult for you to get in this academy. It's very difficult. But okay, the rich men, the rich families, they register their children to these academies. But it's very difficult because the tests, it's very difficult again to find tests. When you are test, for example, they select okay talented players, but talented players who come from, for example, right relationship. Is very difficult,
Okay.
very difficult. This is some reasons, but we have many reasons about this problem.
Okay. So it sounds like the cost of the academy training is limiting and keeping it to a small group and not seeing all of the talent in the Ivory Coast. So are all of the big clubs doing the same thing, or do some of the clubs have academies for all players, for free, like on a scholarship based on their ability?
Yes, ASEC Mimosa, Mimosifcom is the academy of ASEC Mimosa, who produce Yaya Toure,
Mm-hmm.
Zokora, Kolo Toure, the top players, the world-class players. But they continue. But to enter in this academy is very difficult. You must pay a lot of money. But after ASEC, we have some clubs, okay, which do that, but they are not numerous. Okay.
Okay, so it's still rare. So if I am a young player from a poor neighborhood, my family doesn't have connections, they don't have the money to pay, but I'm talented, like what will happen to me then? I cannot pay to go into a big academy for one of the top professional clubs. So then what options do I have?
But first, declare the players first, and they say that they organize some tests. They
Okay,
organize
like
some
like a
tests. Okay.
trial, a showcase type of tryout event.
Good. That's to do the casting of players after tests. You can bring players, okay, they are cast, but you must be very talented first, but you must have money, because when
Hmm.
you have not money, you are poor, it's very difficult to get in this kind of academies.
So is it possible that now the best players, they're just not being seen, and they're not playing to their potential? Maybe they have to quit playing football to get another job or something like that. It sounds like they don't have the opportunity to really to make it professionally.
This is my situation. Because I played football when I was very young. Okay, I started playing football, but when so my parents say that, oh, we are very poor, they are very talented, but our family are not rich. Okay,
Mhm.
but it will be very good to you for you to be concentrated, to be focused on your study, to study, and after that you are going to become you are going to success and to become a journalist, okay, after.
Right.
Okay, but I cried, okay,
Sure.
okay, after that. But sometimes I played football, but not like a professional top player. I keep in touch. I keep contacts with many professional and top players around Africa, around the Cote d'Ivoire country. But uh, this is my situation. Okay, but if if, for example, you didn't have a chance to play a football, you can also do some professional job around football, like for example, sport journalist,
Right.
recruiter, and for example, green manager, media officers. Okay, some jobs just to keep contact with sport or football. This is
Exactly.
this is things kind of ideas. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Well, so and so for you, for as a journalist, what do you think are some of the big stories, the most interesting stories for this AFCON?
So first, Cote d'Ivoire national team, because I don't want to have many persons on my back to say, oh, why don't you say Cote d'Ivoire first? Why do you say Cote d'Ivoire first? So I say Cote d'Ivoire first. Okay.
Okay.
So after that, we are, because we are a new generations after in our national team, we have most experienced players and young players that came. A mix will give us a better team. So we have the best midfielder, okay, in Africa,
Okay.
and our midfielder is ranked around the top ten midfielders in Africa. We have Frank Kesse,
Yeah.
Seko Fofana, and
Yeah.
Sangare
Fofana.
Ibrahim. That three players are the best midfielder in Africa. First, and
Okay.
in forward, but okay, but our team is very strong. Okay, after Cote d'Ivoire, we have Morocco. Okay, we have Morocco. Naturally, after the semi-final of World Cup semi-final reached it, very strong team. But
For sure.
we are
Hmm.
waiting for this team. This is the team that every national team uh want or wish to beat for
Yes.
this AFCON. But they are very feared about it. So World Cup is not like the AFCON. AFCON is very difficult, and Morocco has not a what kind of things I say,
They don't
a,
have the strong performance in the past.
not strong performance about the past. So the 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 playing system, they play defensive. Okay, they not play like, so for the forward
Right.
or the midfield are working. So they play defensive, and they reserve. Okay, the game, they play like Egypt. All Maghrebian teams play like that. Okay, they are very as I say, in French we say precision. Okay,
Mm,
they kill they kill
like
the match when they score two or one goal, they close the shop.
yeah, just defending and parking the bus,
They,
right?
uh-huh. So in Italian we say that cadenaccio,
Yeah,
cadenaccio.
Katsuna, exactly. Yep. Just try
Okay,
to put a wall and get in their low block and just protect the lead. But if you are the favorite, you in the match, if you are the stronger team, then you need to attack. So maybe their tactics will not work as well. In that where in the World Cup also, many teams did not expect them, and many teams did not think they were that dangerous. And so I think Morocco was they benefited from being the underdog and being kind of the hidden team. But now, like you say, at the AFCON, all eyes on Morocco, and they have that target on their back. So who do you think will be a player? Of course, we know like in the past, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, some top African players. Now we have Victor Osimhen from Nigeria. Like what player do you think is going to really become a big star after this tournament? What player will join those names if we say they're and Hakimi as well, right? Some top African players. Like who do you think is a player that after this performance in the AFCON will really explode, really shoot up and become a star?
Okay, I gonna give you five of
All
my
right, we've
top
got your
five players. Okay,
Jaures's five. Okay.
I have five players. Okay, I have five players. Okay, so I'm waiting for these players, and I'm sure that they're gonna shine because
Okay.
they are stars. They're going shines for this AFCON. So you can write elsewhere. It's very important. Five
Okay.
players of top players. One, the first one is Victor Osimhen. Okay, the our Ballon
Yes.
d'Or. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
is is very concentrated. Is very focused on this AFCON and Nigeria. Uh, Nigeria is waiting for him also. Okay, is waiting for him also, and
Right.
Nigeria will like reach will like win this AFCON. So Victor Osimhen from Nigeria. Second, we have Mohamed Salah, the Pharaohs of
Yes.
Egypt. Mohamed Salah.
Yep.
Okay,
Legend. Yeah.
after because Mohamed Salah lost the two finals. Huh, two finals
Mm.
after at 2017 against Cameroon of Vincent Boubacar and and uh, and the last AFCON against Sadio Mane. He's
Okay.
gonna he's gonna take his revenge in order
Mm-hmm.
to take this AFCON. After Osimhen, Salah, the third is Sadio Mane. Okay, Sadio Mane. Okay, is coming third, and the fourth for me is Mahrez. Okay,
Oh yeah,
Riyad
Riyad
Mahrez
Mahrez, great player.
from
Great player.
from
Yeah.
from Algeria is very concentrated, focused on this AFCON also. And the last one surely is surely Ivorian. An Ivorian. This is just a surprise. Okay,
Okay.
it's gonna
Yes.
shine. This boy is gonna shine. This boy. His name is Sebastien Aller. Okay,
Allaire. Okay. Yes.
Sebastien Aller. Sebastian Aller. This is the stars which are going to shine. If I would like put the six like the bonus,
Sure.
it will.
Please give the number six. Give us the bonus,
Okay,
Jaures.
it will be it will be it will be a local player who play in on Africa continent. He will play in Africa continent. Peter Shalulele.
Peter
Peter Shalulele.
Shalulele. Okay. For
Yes,
what country?
the Namibia.
For Namibia. Okay.
Yes, he played in Mamelodi Sundowns of South
Yep.
Africa club.
Okay.
He is very fast and very fantastic, very intelligent this player.
Mm.
Okay, he comes from Namibia. Okay.
Okay. Peter Shalulele. That is Jaures's hot tip, his hot take for the breakout star. So thank you for that, Jaures. And we're very excited now, less than a week to see what comes true, what teams
Okay,
can
good.
deliver, what teams can perform, and what upsets we'll see. So the way that we end every episode of our Because Football podcast is with a question. So I'd like to ask you, could you please finish the sentence? Because football dot dot dot.
Because football is my life. Because football is uh, uh, my heart. Because football is all things I need. Because football is everything for me. Because football is our passions, our common passion.
Yes.
Because football is also the AFCON, because football is for life. Because football is the world only.
It is. It is. I agree. Je suis d'accord. So thank you, Jaures, for sharing with us about the Ivory Coast, about the AFCON, and we really appreciate your time and giving us all this information.
Okay, thanks a lot, and thanks for these times. Was very it's an honor for me. Thank you very much, and see you for the next session.
And thank all of you for watching, for sticking with us. I hope you learned something new today about a new place in the world and the AFCON host of the Ivory Coast. Make sure you tune in and catch the matches in the tournament. It's going to be a fantastic experience, and we can't wait to bring you along for the journey. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next episode.